The last I heard, there was some talk about finally going to the scary church.
Yes. And Liz is coming with us.
That's right. Um, so,
And our wounds are
they're gone.
gone.
Yeah.
I need to use a bad bonk. Thanks. If I forget, remind me that I need to use bad bonk.
Yes, and
I need to use both my
I think it's a really
talents
important thing
Yeah.
to use them because the
before
rule
the
is,
villain thing.
well, the
right?
rule is
Yes.
that, well, that's true because otherwise you have to use it in the middle of fighting the villain, which is not so great.
No, it's fine.
Right, but that's true. But the important point is that that's true. The important point is that if you don't use one, if you don't use one of them,
Mm-hmm.
then your final popularity is cut in half for the film.
Woo!
If you don't use two of them, then it is divided by 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So please keep it in mind. I should be keeping it in mind, but you know I have issues and everything. I can't remember everything. So let us continue. The point is of this church, of course, is that nobody quite knows where its structures and its associated properties, which have stone fences around them, you know, and walls, and kind of reach back into the block because the city has modernized around it. And so it's not quite clear which building it feeds into and which one is separate. And it's not quite clear just, you would need like aerial photography from multiple angles in order to understand the layout of this thing, and it's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And as we all know, these old, well, it's in America, so these old, who am I talking to here? These not very old churches, they still have bizarre architecture inside, so corridors that you can't really tell are there unless you know them, or staircases that go into, you know, weird directions and stuff like that. So,
And it's a movie set also.
well, yeah, that means it's bigger on the inside. I mean, that's of course. So the
I'm sorry, I thought I needed to put us into the scene because
no, I hear you. So the question really is whether and how you are going to be approaching, and you can look at your no goods as well to affect how things start. Maybe get them out of the way, or some of them if you want.
What was defective props?
Defective props is when you try to use some kind of an object that would, for example, give you some extra damage dice or something like that, and it doesn't work. It breaks.
And Pray for a Miracle was like saying that something that I'm just not good with.
Right, you're trying to do something and you suddenly realize that you weren't trained for this.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah.
So the only way to do that for your character is for you to be grabbing objects and doing skilled things. And
Yeah.
Right.
I was thinking, but like I was thinking of trying to like hijack a car or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
There you
just
go.
rush into the door.
Well, that's the idea.
No, I was like, well, we can grab a car, like, and I get into the car.
Well, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
instead of planning it, let's just play.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, so the two of you are considering. Well, the church is a long way away, right? I mean, we can't have everything in this movie all be, you know, within 4 blocks of each other.
PG
Right.
kind of world.
It's a very small city. So fortunately, no. So go ahead. Yeah.
So I think it was the scene was going to be something like him saying like, but because he knows where the church is, right? He has history with this priest. It was like sort of talking to like the camera is like him talking to supposedly Elise and me, and saying like, well, the church is a bit far, like something like that.
Yeah.
How are we going to get there? And like hearing the door of a car open because I have just like opened like use my outlaw tricks.
Wait, you have a thing.
I
Sure.
have illegal
have-
stuff.
You also have, well, you have several things.
I have
Actually,
several
there are
things.
several things to think about. One of them, which is perfect for this, is called, sorry, Nathan.
That's
This is-
fine.
This is a great learning moment for these different things. Long shot.
No, I don't have that.
Oh, you don't? This is, you can double the popularity in a non-combat mundane situation. So if you were doing the illegal
Well,
stuff, then
no.
you would get double popularity.
But hold on, do you know what I'm going to do? I think this will work very well.
Mhm.
Because I think what will happen is I'm going to use product placement for
For the car, right? Uh-huh.
and I'm going to be like, don't worry, I know how, like, I think I can get us there. And then I'm going to be like, get into the car and be like,
Wait, roll first
okay,
for the illegal stuff.
getting
Right,
in
this
the
is
car.
guts. This is just guts.
Okay.
So roll that, and this is just transitional. So I'm just using two dice. And so I get a 7, and you get a 8 and 6, 14. So you get 21, but it becomes 42 because of product placement.
The product placement is for the next scene.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So 21.
21.
Um,
However,
wait, I've got it. I've got this part, right? So you guys get going in the car,
no,
No?
just I wanted to get into the car. So like
right?
the easy part, the part that I succeed very well with, is opening the door.
I have a
And
better
then-
idea. Game
And
master.
then just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Okay, sure.
And then getting into the car, I can almost imagine it like even advertisement, like getting into the car is like, oh, this is too high tech. I cannot, like,
right.
I
right.
cannot hotwire this. I don't know how to like,
That's right.
and then
Right.
to use that thing. But if you have something
No,
else,
no, no.
like,
This is perfect. I like it because it's sort of the thing of back in the 80s, you could still hotwire a car.
yeah,
It's not the 80s anymore. It's just
No.
like there is no way. Yeah.
I have an alternative.
Yeah.
I have gratuity.
Gratuitous violence.
Yes.
No, you just
You
call on that. Just call on it. That's fine. Right? So just right when, so there you are, and you're like cursing the car, right? And the two of you are looking at each other because of this car. Now you call in gratuitous violence. Yes.
so I'm like, oh, okay. I was just saying like, well, don't worry, I can get us there. Nope, I don't think that's happening.
Excellent. Okay. Rumbles like these are almost always with extras and have nothing to do with the plot whatsoever.
Also, maybe the guy the car is.
I think that's exactly that is exactly right. The local neighborhood watch will come out. Not the cops, I mean, but the local guys, right? And somebody's like, my new hybrid. Whatever car. Well, you did the product placement. What was it? Was it a Tesla?
Chevrolet something,
Okay.
right? They're produced in America.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean much. But yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, something like
Sure, but it's fancy. That's the
that.
problem.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
right,
It's fancy. It's like
Yeah.
that's the advertisement. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's too difficult to hijack.
Right, and the guy, and then we discover why. The guy shouts, "My new hybrid!"
Yeah.
Right. So so yes, there's going to be six extras coming at you. And you have that bonk as well.
Yes, I need to use a bad long thing.
Okay. So if you want, yeah, the way we find out that these extras are here, he takes it in the back of the head and falls face down.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
You can
I
take off
have
your
to
bad
carry out 6 extras by myself.
Here's gratuitous violence too.
It is you brought them here, and now you're.
Deal with it.
Now, usually you do gratuitous violence because you are racking up your own popularity, but it's just as much fun to do this.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Speaking of that, do I get popularity from the
No,
Lions thing?
because you're bumped.
I think that that we are going to let's think of something that you can do just before your bad bunk, if anything, that involves a roll.
Soundtrack. Cool. I know it's just doubling something.
Right. So I think you're out at the moment.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
Good luck.
You know what? I have gratuitous. No, wait. Does it work like? Do I have to use gratuitous violence to deal with his gratuitous?
No.
It's going to bring you guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. If you want.
All right. Now, I'm like stepping out of the car. It's like,
All of them.
Huh?
You have a car. You have people in front of us.
I couldn't get it started. That's the whole point. It's like, I'm yelling at
Right.
his
Yeah, that-
at his body. Like, this is super inconvenient.
Excellent. By the way, yeah, and we did roll for that. Okay, so now we move into this combat. And so we only have these guys, and right now this is just a yawn because I mean everybody watching the film is like, what? This is gratuitous, right? Big deal. Get it over with.
But yawn. Okay, so do I check yawn, but then versus extras, or what? Or I'm
No, you're a feature roll.
Okay, so I'm at -2.
Well, that's first of all we are going to allocate. We are going to just
Yeah.
set up the dice, and then that's going to be per action. We figured that out.
Mm,
So, but don't forget, you can rack those up quite easily.
rack what?
You can. Okay, this is what we talked about last time. If you use repertoires
Mm-hmm.
to bring it from a yawn to a cheer to an encore, we figured it out. That means that you get maximum dice per action, no matter how many that you allocated.
Does him using gratuitous violence actually moves this?
No.
No. Okay.
But a lot of your repertoires do.
Yeah, but I don't have that many left, so that's why.
Can I help?
And I
Not really.
No, I think you're stuck.
That's.
and the product placement is for the next scene, so.
Right.
I could give the duo, but I cannot act, so.
No.
Yep.
No, you.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
You should not have stayed me.
Well, we just watched you do horrific damage to all those like cult guys, right?
Hey, I was shooting you
That's
right and left.
Yes, yes.
Which reminds me, I still have guns.
Yes, you do.
That
Although
doesn't
these
mean-
are, of course, law-abiding neighborhood guys who just happen to be violent and brutal and possessive.
I'm outlaw. I don't
Yeah,
care
okay.
their law.
Okay,
fighting.
true. Okay.
This is dark and gritty.
That's
Like,
true. That's true. Okay, here they come. They have things like they don't have guns. They have like police batons and
Baseball bat.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't have enough dice to deal with this head to head.
Only if you bring up your repertoire, you can. If you bring it up to the max, you can.
No, I still have my maximum guts is 3.
Yeah, but you're going to be up against one at a time.
But for the entire thing, I think I have 3, right?
Bring it up.
No, but even if I bring it up, I have 3.
Yeah.
And they are 6.
But the 6 are not added together. You're only dealing with one die at a time.
I don't know how to explain it. We have a sequence, and I have only 3, and I have to put at least 1 to use the maximum.
Right.
So that's 3.
Well, you'll take some wounds.
You're welcome.
But you'll only take wounds from them if they roll a 6 for
Okay.
damage.
And of course we have rounds also, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I should be
And
able to
every-
fight after the second one.
And every round I can like sort of, I get again my triggers.
Right. Or you could switch to coincidence for a given round.
I can what?
Switch to coincidence.
I feel like I need to keep this.
Okay.
For,
For a real emergency. Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's
Um,
first one. So the first one, if you want to go with guts, then you would set out your 3 dice. Or wait, no, for your first action. And you would choose some repertoires now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I see what the repertoires were doing again?
Yes, of course. And it seems to me
Next
that
time you're
a
playing
scan.
this game,
Oh, there's going to be a scan of
you
these
want
pages.
to have
Yeah,
a cheat
yeah.
sheet for that.
More than but I actually think I'm going to scan these pages.
I mean, the pages have a lot of explanation, but yeah, sure. I think it might be a good moment to have the while he's unconscious.
I've never had so much fun being unconscious before.
That's wonderful.
I know, it's like awesome.
Okay. I really wonder what I will see when I come back.
Oh, hold on. So I have lethal exchange. So I want you to tell me. I'm gonna read it out. So this is a classic staple of Western gunfights. Once per level.
That you have. That's however many times you. Go ahead. Never mind that.
You and all involved in the direct combat with you have a chance to do damage simultaneously in one big lethal exchange only. Maybe that's not a good idea. Normally, only by outrolling another will a character inflict damage. But this repertoire bypasses the dire. Oh no, I don't want to.
Why not? You could take them all out.
Also, every time you use this repertoire, take +1 guts until the end of only until the end of the scene.
But you would have 4 dice.
But you still need like 6 to be.
No. I have the way if we do this.
He's not going to be rolling to do damage. He's going to be directly doing damage. Yeah. So in this case, it's not a good idea.
No, I disagree. Because here's what would happen. You would roll 4 dice for your guts. Although.
No, we are not rolling the guts. We're only rolling damage. So actually.
Well, but it's the same thing.
No, we are not rolling damage. We are directly doing hurting.
I know that.
Okay.
Just trust me.
Okay.
You will roll 4 for the guts. And you will, in the number of wounds you do, will do damage to them on anything but a 1.
Okay.
Okay. So then, then they are going to roll, and each one is a separate roll. So you see, if I roll that, you would only take 1 wound from all 6 of them.
Yeah.
It all becomes popularity.
That's
and if
true.
you do something like, I don't know if you have multiple angles.
I do.
But if you do, then that means that all of a sudden the damage is doubled on them. So your total damage then goes.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that now then. But it doesn't increase the excitement level.
To increase the incitement level, then all you do is use a.
I do have soundtrack, I think, which increases it.
Yeah. And this is a good time for a soundtrack, I would think.
That's totally.
I know.
I
must say, there's a certain level of genius here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a filler.
I know. But it's a good filler. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think this just upgraded. This just upgraded from. Well, there's terms in there. There are the levels of the excitement of scenes. This just upgraded one.
Okay.
When she did that.
Did it? No, but I mean, the soundtrack normally increases excitement.
I know. I'm good. I'm just saying it feels right.
Yeah. What is Go Ballistic again?
Go Ballistic is in there.
Let's see. So, fast motion also might be.
Yeah.
I'm out. Remember?
I can use
She
your
can use
comic moves.
Oh.
Right. She can do funny versions of yours. Right.
And now that you are unconscious,
It's
I
the
can
perfect-
actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like imagine what was it like the
That's right. It's
like Black Widow and her sister like